Hi guys again. So this is the class for writing. Okay, this is the writing class, and here we're going to start with something very basic, which is how to write sentences, how to develop ideas, and then something that is really, really important, some basic rules of punctuation. So the first thing that you need to remember is what's a sentence. You always need to follow this order for a sentence. In English, we always need a complete sentence. And what is a complete sentence? A complete sentence is a subject plus a verb. You always need to have subject and verb to have a complete sentence. If you have a verb without subject, that is incorrect. You need subject, verb. So I'm going to give you some examples, very simple examples. Last class when we were chatting on WhatsApp and I asked you the definition of a paragraph, some of you, well, I don't remember who, but someone said, okay, I asked, what's a paragraph? And the person said, are organized ideas. Okay, that person sent a verb and a complement. Do we have a subject here? No, we don't have a subject, so that is incomplete, that is incorrect. You always need a subject before a verb. We can never have a verb at the beginning of a sentence, unless it is a question, but a question is something different. If you're writing just a sentence, you always need a subject. So what's a paragraph? We can say paragraphs are organized ideas, or they are organized ideas. Or in singular, a paragraph is a group of organized ideas. Okay, but you always need a subject and a verb. And in this case, we have the complement. But remember that the complement is optional. It depends if we need it or we don't need it. But in this case, okay, we need it. Paragraphs are organized ideas. That is a complete sentence. But what happens, I mean, this is very simple, right? What happens if we need to add more ideas, if we need to develop our ideas? Okay, we need to add more information. So let's keep talking about paragraphs. Okay, so paragraphs are organized ideas. Let's use a second sentence. Subject and verb. They, simple verb, provide. Description of details. Okay, we have here a second idea. Subject, verb, subject, they, and verb provide. Complement, description of ideas. Now, what else can we say about paragraphs? They usually, I already explained how to use the adverb of frequency. They usually give examples and facts. Okay, so here we have three different complete sentences defining paragraphs, right? So the first sentence, paragraphs are organized ideas. Second sentence, they provide description of details. Third sentence, they usually give examples and facts. We have three different ideas related to the same topic, but in three different sentences. Now, when we want to develop ideas, this is not natural. Okay, when we are talking, we don't say, okay, paragraphs are organized ideas. They provide description of details. They usually give examples. We don't talk like that. Okay, we join ideas. We develop ideas. So, what can we use? We use coordinating conjunctions, or we use coordinating adverbs, right, to join those ideas. So how can we develop all these ideas in one cohesive sentence? We can say, you start saying, paragraphs are organized Okay? Instead of saying they provide description of details, we can join that using the subordinating conjunction that. That provide description of details. And here we can add a period. But since this idea is very similar to this one, we use period and then we continue. They usually give examples and facts. Okay? So as you can see, okay, in period, right? Instead of having three different sentences, three different ideas which are related to the same topic, we join those ideas. We develop our ideas joining sentences. So paragraphs are organized ideas that provide description of details. They usually give examples and facts, and then we can continue adding more details, but in this organized way. And see that we always keep subject and verb, subject and verb, subject, verb, complement. In this case, that would be a subordinating conjunction referring to paragraphs. Provide description of details, period. Again, we have the subject, adverb of frequency, and verb. We always need the subject, guys. Always, always. In this case, they, we use they because we are referring to paragraphs, which is plural. But if we are talking about a paragraph is, we would have to use here it. It usually gives and this and that, right? When I was checking your project, the project report number 2, I noticed that many of you were missing or were skipping the it. You always need a verb with a subject before. So I wrote in the comments, like this verb needs a subject, or subject without verb. So you need, verb without subject, because you always need to write the subject. It can be it can be they, it can be any pronoun, personal pronoun or the noun, but you need the subject. Okay? And something really, really important that is related to this, punctuation. Okay, let me erase these examples to write some others and use punctuation. Punctuation is really important in English too. I mean, it is important in Spanish, of course, but you are learning English and you need to know how to punctuate correctly. Again, this is also an issue that I noticed while checking your projects, and I wrote no comma, comma here, period. I wrote many comments about punctuation. So we have here subject plus clause. Let me change this to make it small. We have subject plus verb plus complement. That is one complete sentence. And then we have subject plus verb plus complement. That is a second complete sentence. So when we want to join ideas or join sentences, we have different options to join those ideas, to put them together, and depending on how we join them, we need to use a different kind of punctuation. So we have complete sentence, complete sentence. The first option, the one that is most common, is to use a coordinating conjunction and a comma. Coordinating conjunctions are in your books. Let me remember where. In chapter number 3, on the supplemental materials, it says Punctuation Basics. So, coordinating conjunctions are the following. We use this word to remember the coordinating conjunction, fumbles. F stands for A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, for yet, and S for so. Okay, those are the coordinating conjunctions. Fumble is for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So we can join these two sentences using one coordinating conjunction. So let me write some examples. want to write it short, so I have space to write both sentences. Okay, this is a complete sentence. Subject, this board. Verb is complement, very useful. Let's write a second sentence. No. Okay, that is the second sentence. Subject, this word. Verb is complement used in class. So they are very related. They are referring to the board. This is a sentence. They are just adding more information. So what we can do is to write, instead of the period, we write a comma. We use a coordinating conjunction and we change this to avoid repetition for it. Why it? Because it's an object, one object. So we have only one sentence. This word is very useful and it is used in class. That's only one complete sentence. Actually, it is a compound sentence. Okay, it is a compound sentence. We are using a comma, coordinating conjunction, and second sentence. See that both of them are complete. We have subject, verb, subject, verb. Okay, we need complete sentences. What would be another option? Another option, let me erase this and keep it as it was. Okay, these are the original sentences. This word is very useful. This word is used in class. Another option would be, instead of using a fanboy, we simply add a semicolon. Okay, that is a semicolon. Again, we change this for it to avoid repetition, and that's it. Okay, in this case, if we use a semicolon, we can't use a fanboy, right? So this word is very useful. It is used in class. Okay, the meaning is the same, but we are using different punctuation rules to join sentences. Okay, so what are the rules? If we're using comma, we need to use a complete sentence, comma here, a fanboy, and complete sentence. Another complete sentence. If we want to use a semicolon, we need complete sentence, semicolon, and complete sentence number 2. Okay? So, complete sentence plus a comma, you need a fanboy. Any of those, and the second complete sentence. If you want to join 2 complete sentences without any coordinating conjunction, just add a semicolon. But both both of them needs to be complete sentences. Okay? So that's the punctuation basics. When to use a comma and when to use a semicolon. And also when to use periods. Just join sentences, and when you need a pause, you write a period. So you should already know this, but just remember. Comma is this. Semicolon is this. Colon and period is just like the point at the end, but it's not called point, it's a period, okay? Only one period. Okay, comma, semicolon, colon, and period. Those are the basic punctuation marks. Okay, guys, so we're going to do some exercises, and I'm going to explain later how to keep using punctuation, but this is the basis. Complete sentence plus fanboy, you need a comma. 2 complete sentences, you need a semicolon, right? So let's stop here, and we're going to continue with another topic.